Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm West here, and you got a nickname for yourself? You want to just say your actual name?
Vedant here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just go by my name. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay, cool. Well, me and Vedant are gonna react to a trailer, the It trailer. We're both big movie guys. He's more of a big movie guy than I am, but I do like my fair share of movies. Although I'm not really a big horror fan, but that's okay. We're gonna.
Neither am I, to
Oh.
be perfectly honest.
Okay, I thought you were, but okay. I mean, I like The Shining and The Alien. Those are probably like my two.
Well, I'm
favorite.
just better at handling horror than you are because I'm not a wuss.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. At least I got coffee.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll spill it.
Coffee makes it. Don't. I hope not. I got this shirt on, the room shirt. I got these pants. I love these. Well, they're shorts. I love these shorts.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be holding it then if you're going to watch this particular trailer because I've heard it is scary as shit. It will give you the runs.
And it doesn't help that I have some caffeine in me. That doesn't help either. All right, let's check out this trailer. So, and then and after the trailer, we'll talk about because you've seen the TV series, so we'll talk about like the comparison and what you think and what you're hoping.
Sure.
And what I'm hoping.
Let's do it.
Before we do that, though, sorry to say this. Check out my other channel, Twilight City Studios, and check out Vedant's channel as well.
Links in the description below.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
When you're a kid, you think the universe revolves around you. You think that you'll always be protected and cared for.
Now, see, that's a good image right there.
Okay.
The loser-lover thing.
One day, you realize that's not true.
Oh shit! The balloon. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Because when you're alone as a kid,
it feels like a more high value.
the monsters see you as weaker.
But then, considering the time period,
You don't even know they're getting closer
Oh
Oh, man.
until it's too late.
shit. Hey.
Why would you reach for that? If there's a person, like forget it's a scary concept. If it's a
My
person,
grandfather thinks this town is cursed.
you don't reach for that.
That all the bad things that happen in this town are because of one thing. An evil thing.
They had a clown in the fucking illustration. Oh god.
Don't do it, man. Come on.
Why would you follow? I'm glad I did not have my coffee cup in my hand.
What? Look at that expression on his face. Come on.
Too. I saw
Okay,
something.
thank God that he
Clown.
didn't have that weird moment
Yeah, I
where he was
saw him
like
too.
shaking his head.
What happens when another Georgie goes missing?
I actually did not get scared that much about that.
That's good.
That was good though.
One of us. Are you just gonna
That was
pretend it isn't
kinda
happening
funny.
like everyone else in this town?
You see the expression is like,
If we stick together,
I like this. No.
Ooh, Jesus.
He's right there.
Oh shit.
No. Oh, it's not him. It's not him.
Really? That camera work was really nice right there. At the
It
very
was,
end.
yeah.
Because like it felt very like surreal, like as the clown's going towards the camera, because like the rest of the shot is out of focus, but somehow they managed to make the clown in focus, like with the rest of the shot being kind of like vibrating.
Well, what I
shaking.
think it was,
Yeah.
it was kind of like that. What I think it was it kind of did that Hitchcock thing, the Hitchcock shot from Vertigo,
Okay.
where the camera's like pretty far away. Well, the camera's close, and they have it on a steady cam, and it moves back.
Okay.
But as it's moving back, and he's like climbing down and charging at the camera, they zoom in, so it creates that parallax effect on the background.
Yeah.
But he's still staying in the same sort of depth of field, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
I think but that was a pretty cool, like, it's a pretty cool shot. I'll give it that.
There was one shot also where the kids, or some of the kids, there's this very red. There's this red light on them. It's very like just cut and dry red, and like it's just very like direct. The light's very direct on them. There's no like subtleness about that lighting.
What point was that?
It was like over towards here. Where is it?
Uh,
It was like more towards the end.
like what exactly was happening in it? Like were they just?
They were just right
oh,
here.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Ooh, that's creepy.
Yeah, but I don't think that's it though because it.
That's
doesn't-
right there.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. That's a. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, it looks like they're about to enter the gateway to hell or something like
Right.
that. But
So-
considering that it, the clown Pennywise,
Okay.
is pretty much like a demon from like another dimension or something.
Is that really what Pennywise is?
Well, the thing is, that's why they call the thing it. Because Pennywise is just one of the forms it takes. They don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I
like,
didn't know that.
there are
Is
different-
this like a Stephen King thing? Or?
It's a Stephen King novel.
Right. But like, is this a Stephen King like?
Trope?
Is this a trope? Yeah, a
I don't-
reoccurring thing.
I wouldn't call it a trope, but essentially, it is like this. Think of a boggart from Harry Potter. Like no one really knows what a boggart looks like,
Okay.
but it just takes the form of whatever you fear the most.
Right. Okay.
So it is kind of the same in that nobody really knows what it looks like. That's why they call it it.
Okay.
Because it's just an it.
Okay.
They don't know how to classify it.
Okay.
So, and Pennywise is just one of the forms that it takes because actually when Stephen King was writing the book, he was like, I want it to have a form that is terrifying to like a lot of people.
Okay.
And what is one of the most terrifying things that kids find? And, when he was writing this book in like, the 70s or the 80s or whatever,
Right.
he was like, what scares kids the most? And the most common answer he got was clowns.
Okay.
So, so it takes the form of a clown, Pennywise.
Uh-huh.
And also, in the miniseries, it takes the form of and I'm not looking forward to this, a gigantic spider.
And which story does it do this in?
Yeah, so it's one big novel, right?
What's one big novel? This?
The book that it's based on, It.
Okay.
It is based on a novel
Right. And
by Stephen King.
right. And in the novel, it also turns into a spider.
Well, it takes the form of a spider, it takes the form of the clown, it takes the form of whatever it needs to get what it wants, in a sense.
Oh, okay. So this it character takes multiple. It's not just a clown. It's also different things in the book itself.
In the book itself, yeah,
Okay.
and also in the miniseries. The forms that we see are, it takes the form of some of the people in the town, it takes the form of Pennywise the clown,
Okay.
and it takes the form of this, like,
Interesting.
Aragog level spider.
Okay. Because I was not aware of that. I thought it was just a clown, and that was it.
Yeah. So in the miniseries, it actually it's split up into like sort of two timelines.
Okay.
One is where it focuses on the character's childhood. So what we're going to see here.
Okay.
And this movie is actually part of a planned duology.
Really?
So,
Okay. So
there's going to be two movies.
Okay.
So what I imagine is going to happen is that they focus on the kids here, and they defeat the clown, and and it goes away for a while,
Mhm.
and that's what happened in the miniseries. When they were kids, they fought the clown, they beat the clown, and they were like, if it ever comes back, we need to come back and beat him again.
Right.
So in the miniseries, there were two timelines. One which focused on their childhood, and the second timeline was when they were full-grown adults.
Okay.
And it came back, and they had to like go back to the town and beat it.
Okay.
So that's what I imagine the second movie is going to be. Is that they're going to be these same characters are going to be adults, and they need to come back to the town where this is set, which is Derry in Maine, where most of Stephen King's movies take place. Maine.
Okay.
And they'll have to fight it again. And I don't think we'll see the spider version in this movie, but I
Okay.
think we'll definitely see it in the sequel, provided this movie does really well.
Okay, for sure. So, compared to the TV series, what do you think of the movie so far? Just shot-wise, imagery, cinematography, I guess, or
Well, in terms of like production value, the movie has the miniseries beat like always to Sunday.
okay.
But I personally, when I first saw the miniseries, I didn't really find it all that funny.
Okay.
It had its moments where it was borderline scary, but it wasn't. And the scenes with the spiders naturally freaked me out because I hate spiders. But overall, Tim Curry played the clown in the miniseries.
I was not aware of that. Okay.
So, and I didn't. There were a lot of scenes that I just felt were a little too funny.
Okay.
But I also felt that it was kind of in keeping with the idea that it's a clown, and clowns are supposed to have that sort of funniness to them.
Okay.
But I never really found it so scary that it traumatized me or anything. But this movie, I feel, if I saw it, it would kind of leave a more lasting impact, of the scary kind on me.
Okay.
Because in the way that it's, the production value, in terms of the design of the clown. Because in the miniseries, his costume was a little bit more colorful, and he looked more like a clown. He looked more like a clown that you wouldn't be afraid of.
Okay, he looked more like a regular clown, but this one just looks sinister just right off the bat.
Yeah, but this clown, his expression, his clothing, the smile, everything, is more sinister. The design of the clown was everything. With Tim Curry's version, he looked like, he wore like. He had blue, red, yellow in his costume. He had a red nose, and he didn't really have that smile that this version does. Mm-hmm. So I never really found him that scary. But this version, I actually find terrifying. Like if I saw this kind of clown on the street, mm-hmm. I would turn and run the other way. But if I saw Tim Curry's version, I'd probably just cross the street and keep going that one way. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. My thoughts are it looks entertaining. It does have its scary moments. There was a couple moments though where like maybe because I just wasn't fully focused on the trailer that I wasn't as scared maybe as the director or the producers intended to be, because like there's that one moment where the woman turns and she sees the clown right there, and that didn't really.
It wasn't a woman. It was a little girl.
Okay. Okay, well, see, I guess maybe that's why I wasn't fully attached to it, because I thought that was just a grown woman right there. And
it's really far down. It's not that. Yeah.
But yeah, like I think that was supposed to scare me more than I felt, but like that could have been just me. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. Now that clown does look fucking sinister as shit. I will give you that. Like the costume design does look pretty sinister, and I think the costume department, whoever it was part of the costume team, did a good job there, and the makeup department too. Yeah, for some reason that just maybe because I just wasn't fully focused on the trailer, but I mean it's still scary though. It's still sinister looking, and like the lighting there is like dark. It's darkish, like yeah. It looks like a good trailer overall though. I will say it does look like.
So would you be tempted to go see the movie off this trailer?
Possibly. Although my bias against scary movies though might lead me still not to want to see this movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I've gone and seen a few horror movies in theaters. I've never gone and seen them alone. So if I have someone to go watch them with, maybe I will go see this one.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you wouldn't catch me going to this movie alone. Because usually when I go see movies, it's like in the afternoon or the evening. So by the time I leave, it's like at night. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be caught dead after this kind of movie.
Oh yeah,
at a theater,
I couldn't see this movie at night. Fuck that. Like I have to go like at the earliest time, like 11 o'clock in the morning, and like when I go outside, it's still sunny and bright outside. Like yes, I'm back in reality. I never felt happier to be back in reality.
Yeah, no, it's like that one time when I was. It happened a few years ago, and I was home for the summer break, I think, and my mom got me a copy of the Woman in Black, the Daniel Radcliffe movie.
Okay.
And she was like, "Why don't you watch it?" I'm like, "Okay, fine." And when I put it in, my mom and my sister, they were both my sister had gone to school, and my mom was with her at school.
Okay.
So, and my grandma was in the house. So pretty much I watched this movie by myself in the afternoon. So it was like bright, it was sunny and everything. But that movie still scared the bejesus out of me.
Jeez.
So I expect this movie to do the same.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't watch that movie at night.
Oh yeah, no. If I was gonna watch it at night, yeah, I probably wouldn't want to. I'd probably leave the nightlight on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, there's just some things that just scare the living shit out of you, and you can't like, even though it's fake and it's staged, it still leaves.
And that's the thing. Like, I think that's the thing because I'm not one of those people who was scared of clowns as a kid. I'm not someone who I always saw clowns as just that, like people dressed in costumes. Like it was never, I never really found them that scary, you know.
Right.
So kudos to the costume and production design of this for this movie that they were able to make me actually for the first time in like 24 years of my life afraid of a clown.
Okay.
So props to the team for that.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you, dude. Like the costume design looks awesome. The props do. I totally agree. You got to give credit to those people. So whoever you are on IMDb, I'm sure you can look up on IMDb. But whoever did the costumes and the makeup, great job. You worked your asses off, and I think it really shows. So looks like a pretty entertaining and scary movie. Not sure if I would see it though, just because, like I said, I don't like seeing scary movies in general. So maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know if I would. Maybe I have a few drinks before seeing the movie. Maybe that might actually backfire. It might actually make things worse if I'm drunk.
Or maybe just take a few puffs of the good stuff, and so that you're in a more calmer state of mind.
Or it could actually backfire and make me more paranoid, and then just like lead to like me.
Because you live alone. In a giant big house, which is where we are right now. A 3-story house. This guy lives by himself. So imagine like at night you're by yourself, and suddenly you just hear a loud bang. Would you be like the kid and go down and investigate?
Fuck no. Fuck that. I'd rather call the police.
So
I'd rather hire bodyguards. Vedant, I'll hire you as my bodyguard, and then
Yeah, and then we'll find my dead body the next day.
Shit.
So this is what's going to happen.
And then
I'm going to record myself maybe I'm not going to tell him which night, but one of these nights, I'm going to come to his house late at night.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to bang on his door and then run away.
Fuck
and
you.
I want to see his reaction.
Fuck you. All right.
Yeah, but no, I would give, like, if I had to rate that trailer, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because it's scary. Like, it's a horror movie, but it's a really well designed horror movie. It's not, and honestly, I think 2017 is really the year that the horror movie is making a comeback because we've had so many good ones so far, and so many good ones are still on the horizon.
Yeah.
No more of that Paranormal Activity found footage bullshit.
Oh, you didn't like that?
Well, I kind of like the first one, but it was kind of like they took it a little bit too far.
Okay.
I mean, they made the fifth one a freaking.
Excuse me.
They made the fifth one a freaking 3D movie. I'm like, isn't the point of the franchise that it was like cheap, low budget cameras? Like,
right, that was the point of it. Yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, like why would you do that?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying there. That was the point of the movie. Like that's why Jason Blum made it for like $15K. That's just a production budget. He was a producer for
yeah. And even now, like I think he has like a 5 million max policy. Like I don't think he spends more than 5 million on.
That is correct. Yeah, I actually did some research for a business class, and like that's what his maximum was for $5 million. It was pretty cool because my business teacher let us do. Like, it had to be a business article, but it could be any industry. So I'm like, okay, sweet. Well, I'm going to focus on, like, entertainment industries and,
right.
Write up articles about, like, the entertainment industry. So I did one on Jason Blum, and then I did one on the workers' strike with the Writers Guild. That was they almost striked and stuff. So yeah. So it's pretty. I think it's pretty cool in a business class that the teacher gave us that kind of creative and freedom control, to write about what we want to write about, and we weren't forced to write about some industry that we weren't interested in.
Totally unlike Hollywood studios, which don't give young filmmakers power.
Speaking of filmmaking, you can check out my films and my videos at Twilight City Studios, my own small studio, indie video productions, multimedia, and you can also check out Vedant's channel. Tell them about your channel a bit.
Well, my channel is more where I make videos. So far, mostly about comic book movies, but I am trying to branch out, and I just do analysis of them. So, I analyze the state of superhero movies in today's really weird superhero movie climate. I've talked about, how to make a good villain, and I just love talking about movies. And I haven't made a video in a while, but I definitely will be getting on that. And if you want to check out my videos, the description will be below, and you can definitely go check them out.
Definitely. All right, folks. Thanks for watching this reaction video with our plus commentary. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Jesus!